This is a piece that I wrote about healing and going through some bad shit, right? And I think the people that are following me, quite a lot of you have got that dark gallows humour and are prepared to do the work on yourselves. And I really admire that. And I think you might find something good in this, hopefully. Don't know. I was thinking about healing. Healing isn't some esoteric bullshit with candles and incense and inspirational quotes. It's really dirty shit. It's sitting in your own emotional feces and getting it all out. It's about digging up the bodies that you buried long ago and putting all the bones back together again and see where the bullet entered and exited clearly. And sometimes those fucking bodies that you dig up are not even your own. They're the epigenetics of your ancestors, your parents, your old friends, the people who handed you their wounds and asked you to heal them. No pressure, huh? I read an ancient medical text about scurvy on ships during early explorer days, and it explained that vitamin C is required to make scar tissue and to keep holding that shit together. And if you do not have vitamin C, then your wounds reopen and the scars from deep within will open and all that mess comes out again. So, in a sense, we never really heal. We're just eating oranges and lemons and trying to keep our shit together. Is there an emotional equivalent of vitamin C? And don't say Zoloft. What holds us together? How can we keep our shit together when we are knee deep in it? Well, these are a few things that I came up with. Don't think about the end when you're in the middle of it. Fuck, that is the best advice I can give you. A friend said to me on the day that her very young child was diagnosed with a horrific cancer, how the fuck am I going to get through this? And I said to her, you do everything as it comes up and a little bit before, and you don't fucking go there. You can go there when it's over and you know the outcome, but until then, your thoughts are not anything that you need to be alone with yet. What is the point of breaking down in the middle of a storm? You have to get out of there, and crying and shaking your fist at the world daily isn't going to keep the storm at bay, nor is it going to keep you safe from yourself. I did everything I could to not go there during my brother's illness. Daily visits to the hospital with a 40-minute drive each way. I listened to so many podcasts. I was the most learned, ignorant person I knew at that time. I didn't want to think. I didn't want to hear any music with any emotional lyrics that was going to remind me of what I was going through. I didn't need reminding. I was fucking living it. I would weep and wail at the world when it was over. And until then, just keep fucking driving. Okay, the next one is get some coping skills. So just if you could pop down to the shop, IGA I think have them, and get some coping skills. If there aren't any on sales, then read a book on coping. Listen to a podcast on coping. You need to strengthen your skills and remember you are being resilient. Think about everything that you have been through in your life. This might be a clusterfuck of shit at this point, but you know you can get through it with the right tools. I listened to a lot of Tara Brach. Just listened to so much of her when I was going through a shit time. Decide where you want to put your energy. When my dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, I read several books by Pema Chodron. And in one, she writes, let it happen. And this phrase was what got me through watching my father die over 11 weeks. It was very, very quick. As a beloved friend said to me, I didn't cause it, I couldn't change it, and it was beyond my control, so I let it happen. And I let him know that I loved him, and that was that. It was going to happen. I couldn't waste any energy on trying to change an outcome that was inevitable. When a friend of mine's father was diagnosed with cancer and she had just recovered from cancer, she said to her doctor, my dad has been diagnosed with this cancer and you know, I don't know that it's treatable. And he said to her, everyone's parents die. It was such a strong and powerful thing to say. You cannot change outcomes of some things. So the energy is best putting it into the love. I hope that makes sense. Take some time away from the shit fest. So trying to heal is really difficult business. So once when I was really, really depressed, like ugly, sad note writing depressed, bad times, shit fest, as I waited for the cocktail of drugs to kick in, to repair, I used to go to the beach every morning with my dogs. It felt like nothing bad would happen at the beach with my stupid dog swimming out to Tasmania and the other one trying to make friends with a jellyfish. Nothing bad could happen there. It was my place of peace and untouched by the poop of life. 30 minutes watching the sea, 30 minutes without worry or anxiety or phone calls, 30 minutes on my place to heal. Spend time with people who get it. Those people who don't judge you. You don't have to put the mask on for them. You can do the ugly cry. The ones who know you can't get out of bed that day, who walk your dog, who both figuratively and physically, just being somewhere with someone who has that energy, it is the vitamin C itself, right? And then name it. Give it a fucking name. Is it depressed? Are you worried about money? Is it death? Is it alcoholism? Is it addiction? Is it shoplifting? Is it sex? Is it hatred of yourself? Is it fear, shame, anger? What is it called? What is it that you are going through? If you don't know what it's called, then how can you heal from it? You need to know the name so you can find the right balm for it. And I reckon it's never as bad as you think it is. Watching a parent die is a part of life. Money worries, everything is fixable. It's not the end of the world. Nothing is worth leaving this planet for less than money. Sometimes you can give those worries a name. Call your sex addiction Beryl. I don't know, fucking Beryl. I don't know, but just make it less complex in your mind. And that's my totally unqualified advice on healing. And it's all from personal experience. And in the end, it will end. You will lose people. You will miss them. Friendships will end. You'll fuck up and you'll hate yourself. But you will get through it. You will. I promise.